Bung Bung. Feeling tired? F*** that. Perk up and level up with Bung Bung Coffee's delicious modern dark roast. Your favourite brewer's favourite brew. BungBungCoffee.com. Welcome to the party. Best show on the internet. Ask anybody. You know it's easy money. Sit back, relax, get your headphones, everybody. Welcome to the party. Blackout in the booth. Every episode's a party. We go hard like Ricky Bobby. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is Welcome to the Party. Welcome to the Poddy Shocktober edition. Yes, we are clearly reviewing Terrifier 3 this episode. It's your man Claytron, aka the Art the Clown of podcasting. Because I've been killing it in this motherfucker, man. They're giving me sequels. Sequels, baby. Now, what a film. I've been wanting to do Shocktober. It's hard to do. Rachel doesn't watch the scary stuff, so I got to do it. I got to watch it by myself. And Jay, part of Cold-Blooded Comedy, Cold-Blooded Comedy came. He came up with the idea. He was like, dude, why don't we go? Why don't we go and see Terrifier 3? Have you heard of Terrifier? I was like, yeah, man, I've seen the old ones. I didn't know they were coming out with a third one. He's like, it's already out. Let's go next week. Bang. We went. And it's a Christmas movie, which is beautiful. Mixing the genres, shock, horror, slasher, and Christmas. And I think we've all wanted to kill somebody on Christmas. I think I've talked about this before, but no, I think I talked about bad Christmases, but I mean, like, dude, you've wanted to kill somebody on Christmas. You've got an auntie that has a few too many Chardonnays, falls asleep in the potato salad, that type of shit. Pukes in it. And there's two potato salads. There's the one that, like, she made, which is trash. And then there's the one that your dad made. And that's fire. That's highly sought after. And she falls asleep in and pukes in that one. So now no one gets to eat it. Thanks a lot, Auntie Pam. So yeah, while someone's carving up the turkey, sometimes you want to snatch that knife and, start chopping up family members. And that's what this movie is. Except instead of a drunk auntie, it's just like a whole town getting chopped up. Mostly young, attractive people. And Art the Clown, man, he's, if you can call him a he, because he's a demon, so I don't know if he's got a sex, but I think Art's short for Arthur, right? So Art the Clown, he's got some psychological depth. Not in terms of, like, knowing why he is the way he is. I think he's like a demon from hell trying to cross over into the earth realm, and he needs a vessel to do that. And the girl, her name Sienna, she's strong. She's a strong female protagonist, and he wants her to be his vessel. So that's what he's coming for, and that's what he's came for in the other two Terrifiers. But she's fended him off, and now she's spent time in a psychiatric ward, and this motherfucker's back, and she knows he's back, but no one believes her. They all think she's crazy, but she's not. She's not. But he feeds off of fear, off of terror, Art, and he creates havoc wherever he goes, and they're creative with it. They're creative with the murder scenes and the gore and the violence, but they're also creative with the terror. And I'm not going to give you a specific example, but Imagine going to the mall with your child who you love most in this world, and your sole purpose in life is to protect this motherfucker. And there's a Santa Claus, go sit on Santa's lap, right? Go sit on Santa's lap, tell him what you want for Christmas. Santa starts giving out free gifts, and then something real fucking negative happens, Dude, this movie didn't give a fuck, dude. The kills are gruesome. It doesn't discriminate. Men, women, children, genitals. Yeah, there's some serious genitalia getting chopped up in this movie, dude. They don't give a fuck. They went for it. And I applaud them for that. I think we might even have an applaud button. Let's go have a quick look. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out to, the director and all that, writer, whoever did that. Oh, dude, the dude that played Art the Clown, by the way, born for it, born for this role. Do I think I could play it? Yeah, maybe. Look at me now. Look at me right fucking now. Tell me I don't look like Art the fucking Clown, dude. I wish I had an axe on me. What have I got here? Hold on. I got a fucking hammer. Art doesn't talk, man. Art doesn't motherfucking talk because he's a mime. And that's some of the most beautiful acting out there. I think Art the Clown has made me want to spend more time digesting the art of mime. Because this motherfucker didn't say a word for the whole movie, and he's so expressive. He made me laugh many times. Now, granted, some of that was because he was chopping up bodies in the most gruesome ways. And if you are prepared for that, if you're prepared to go into this thinking like this actually could be kind of fun, kind of funny, then yeah, dude, you're going to have a good time. Was there some scenes that made me uncomfortable? There was one. Even Jay said he looked over at me and he was like, yeah, dude, you looked fucked. Yeah, there was a scene that really was pretty out. It was way out there for me. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly. Art the Clown really, he gets his power and his momentum and his joy out of terrorizing his victims and really getting their heart rate up. It's almost like that movie Crank with Jason Statham, where if his heart rate gets below a certain point, he's gonna die. So he's like, he's skydiving. He even fucks a chick in the street. And I actually saw a tweet recently that said, name the most unnecessary sex scenes of all time. I'll start. And they did that scene from Crank. And that's arguably the most necessary sex scene of all time, dude. Like, the dude dies if his adrenaline isn't gone, if his heart rate drops. So banging abroad in broad daylight in public in a busy place with people watching, that'll get your adrenaline going, bro. And he needed that to survive. So yeah, pretty necessary guy on Twitter. Okay? Now, what do you think? Like, what do you like about horror movies? Because some people don't like them. Rachel, and probably your girlfriend, but some girlfriends love it. I had an ex-girlfriend who we almost exclusively watched fucking horror movies, which was dope. I enjoy them. But what do you like about horror movies? Because I like the creativity behind fear, behind horror. The gore, not so much. Now, they were creative with the gore in this, and they were, in Saw. That's full-on gore porn. But there's some movies where it's just like, okay, we've seen that before. We've seen sausage links as intestines, We don't need to keep seeing this. But the way Art the Clown sort of makes himself known in scenes and creates tension before he kills somebody and kills these motherfuckers in some disgusting ways, dude. I'm gonna go over one of these ways with you guys. And, I'll give a spoiler alert. It doesn't spoil any of the plot. But it spoils. It's going to spoil one of the kills for you. I won't tell you who he does it to, but he gets this one guy in a situation where he's got them. Oh, well, I already said guy. He's got him on the ground, and he grabs a Stanley knife. Like this. And he cuts that motherfucker's head, basically from right in the middle of his forehead. He cuts his scalp, and then he rips the scalp in half. Dude survives the whole thing. He dies eventually, but he just screaming in immense pain for the whole time, which I just don't believe that you would survive through it. Maybe you would, but everyone in every situation that gets killed survives for far too long and screams for a long time, which is really, it's good for, if you've got any sensory issues, it's going to be real good for that. It's crazy, dude. I'm looking at myself right now. I look like a fucking juggalo, but kind of doper than that because I got the blood and all that. Anyway. Yeah, so that's one. So he rips this guy's, head in half. Well, he skins his head 50-50 ways, okay? While his little sidekick demon bitch blasts her pussy with a shard of glass, and instead of squirting everywhere, she's just bleeding everywhere. It's hectic. That was, speaking of the most unnecessary sex scenes, that counts as a sex scene. Masturbation counts as a sex scene. She's masturbating with a shard of glass, brother, and just creaming blood all over the floor because I guess she's turned on by Art the Clown, just gruesomely killing this dude. Hectic. Okay, but yeah, I enjoy getting my heart pumping from watching horror films, but that's probably the extent of the heart pumpedness, other than getting on stage and doing comedy. But if I'm honest, I don't want to do really nothing that makes my heart beat too much. I don't want to go for a run, and I also don't want to skydive or bungee jump or rob a store or a bank. I'll do a B&E on a house, maybe, maybe a smash and grab, but I don't really want to rob a bank. Okay. I don't want to run from the cops. Anything that involves running, I'm pretty sign me out. What else do I like to do? Not much, dude. I'm just, I like to get my heart beaten before a gig, and that's about it. And maybe, do, sex. Do some sex. I don't want to get in a fight, I don't want to drive really fast on a motorcycle. Maybe in a car, but not that fast though. So, call me a pussy. At least I can still watch horror movies. But I don't know what it is. Adrenaline, I guess, is addictive. Look at Tom Cruise. He doesn't need to do his own stunts. He does them because he likes the adrenaline. That's just what some people are into. Some cats thrive off of that shit. Surfing, extreme sports, any extreme sports, I'm out. I mean, that's mostly white people shit. Skateboarding has maybe 2-3 black guys in the history of skateboarding, but surfing, not so much. Snowboarding, like, I mean, come on. Drugs, sometimes a drug will be exciting. More talking about getting the drugs or going on a mission to get the drugs is the most exciting part. Then it's just like, hey, why is this drug just making me hell anxious? Oh, because I've got to hide from everybody while I do it. I'm scared I'm going to get caught. And then the physiological changes that come along with it are making my heart beat, and I am a bit scared that maybe I've OD'd. Drugs aren't even that dope either now that I think about it. But yeah, people love to get that heart pumping, man. They really get into it. What else, man? Just trying to look through my notes here. Oh, dude, there's this one character, forget her name. I think her real name is Mia. It might even be Mia in the movie. Mia's just sticking in my head. First off, hot. Does she have lips? No. What does that mean? White woman. Okay? Very sexy. Skinny, big tits. No body, big tits. Perfect skin, tan, nice hair, whatever. Just hot. And she is the most annoying cunt in the world. So Sienna, who I talked about earlier, her and her brother survived Art the Clown in a prequel. And this chick, Mia, I think that's her name. I'm not going to fact check it. It's all unsourced here at the Welcome to the Poddy Podcast. Now, she's a podcaster. What a piece of shit, right? And she wants to interview these motherfuckers to find out what it's like to look Art the Clown in the eyes. And what he smells like, and just, what it's like to be in his presence. Shit. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that. Not from a demon. Not even from like P Demon. P Diddy. I don't want to really know what it's like to be around that motherfucker, because I can understand that, maybe I've already got the Hemis, but walking away from P Diddy, you're going to be hemied up. And I'm not talking about the Hemi and the Dodge, okay? I'm talking about the hemorrhoids. From butt sex is what I'm saying. P. Diddy wants to fuck you in the ass is what I'm saying. And I don't want to be around a monster. I don't think I've ever truly been around a monster that I know of. No. This one dude fucking told me he killed 2 people, but I don't believe him. Hold on, that's my phone. I think the cops are calling. I'm not snitching. But I'm pretty sure he didn't kill anybody. I think he just watched too much Dexter or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just wanted to pretend he was him. Like when I watch Denzel Washington, because most of the time he's a spy or whatever, a bad motherfucker, I feel like I'm a bad motherfucker, but I'm not. And I also don't tell people that I am. But this dude, I reckon this dude watched too much fucking, Jeffrey Dahmer, and then he's like, yeah, I killed 2 people. They disrespected my wife. And I was like, shit, dude, do you have any more beers in the fridge? Because I don't believe you, bro. I'm not scared of you. Are you trying to scare me? Dude, look at me. I'm Art the motherfucking Clown right now. I'm not scared of you. Fake fucking killer. Dude's listening to the podcast right now. He's like, is he talking about me? I'm going to kill that motherfucker. He's going to be my 3rd body. I'll be his 6th body though, because he's killed more in between. Like he really probably killed those 2 dudes. And now I'm talking shit about it on his podcast, and he's like, well, now I'm going to have to kill him. And if so, if you're coming for me, dude, don't. One, because I'm a little bit scared now. I've scared myself. And two, if I'm going to die anyway, I'm going to have to disrespect your wife to your face. Okay? Put it that way. Yeah, dude, but as a podcaster, she doesn't give a fuck about motherfuckers' trauma. Now, I'm a podcaster, and I do give a fuck about trauma. Trauma's very real. I've got it, not in the sense of like what many people have, but just like, you know, little bullshit that's happened to me. Trauma, it's a spectrum, just like, you know, your special needs or whatever. But, yeah, I wouldn't have a guest on here and start talking about their trauma. Although when we had Luke Benson on, I was talking about the time a taxi driver wanted to kill him or whatever, but he kind of volunteered that. I didn't have him on for that purpose. I didn't know about that before he told me about it. You know, I asked Bron Lewis a question on the last episode, like, hey, did you ever have a shitty boss? And maybe that could end up being traumatic, but I'm not bringing people on for their trauma like this sexy bitch Mia or whatever her name was did on her little podcast or in this movie. But she didn't give a fuck, dude. And that's, I guess, commentary in itself of like every dumb fuck has a podcast, myself included, and they don't give a fuck about anyone. All they give a fuck about is getting them clicks. And now that I'm saying it, why don't you go ahead and tell a friend about the Welcome to the Poddy podcast, hit that share button. Like I said, dude, I laughed so many times watching this shit. They know what they're doing. They were funny intentionally, and it was just fun to watch. Very, very fun to watch. Like David Howard Thornton, is that his name? Hold on, I'm just gonna look up the actor's name. I'll look up that girl too while I'm at it. So David Howard Thornton is Art the Clown. He's the best. Lauren Lavera is Sienna. And let me just find Alexa Blair Robertson is Mia. And everybody, please go ahead and look up Alexa Blair Robertson. Did I say Robertson? Yeah, Robertson. Look, beautiful girl, no top lip. That's just, I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. She was born in the year 2000, so I haven't said anything wrong. That's 24. Whatever, that's it. That's light work. 24. That's no Epstein, no Diddy, you know? Fuck was I talking about? David Howard Thornton. I keep second guessing myself. David Howard Thornton is born for this role. The humor he brings in his reactions is just phenomenal. Look, if there's any filmmakers watching this and looking at me, you see that I can do this. I can easily play a horror dude. Hold on. Look at my face right now. That's not how I laugh, but like I can do that one. I can do like some shit like that. Whatever, dude. Or I'll mime it. Like this. And that's not good for audio platform, but shit. Cast me, dude. Because I don't really know if I can remember lines, but, well, I can because I remember my act. An hour. Solo. What am I going to get in a feature-length film if I'm the lead? 20 minutes on camera? Dude, I can memorize that with my cock out. Okay? Put me in a movie. Dude, I think my dog just maybe caught a bird, man. She's a hunting dog. She knows how to catch birds. I truly believe that might have just happened out there. And, you know, that's what it is. It's life and death here at the Welcome to the Poddy Podcast. And I think a bird just died at my house. And you're next. some of it, I don't know how funny it was, or if I was just laughing to cope. Like I talked to Boardman about on that episode of the Welcome to the Poddy podcast that time. Like sometimes I get bad news and it'll like terrible news and it'll make me laugh because I don't know how to react. Or I know how to react, but like my body lets the shock handle it and I'll just laugh instead of like crying or something. And that's kind of what this movie made me do sometimes, except for that one scene where Jay said I looked fucked. I felt my face. I was like, oh. And that's just like, shit, man, what are you going to do? So if you don't laugh, you'll cry or something like that. So I laughed a lot. It's not a comedy by any means, but there's like dark humor in it. There's this, I'm going to spoil another bit. There's this bit where he's got Sienna tied up and he's walking back and forth, and every time he walks past her, he smacks her on the back of the head. And every time he does it, it's fucking funny, dude. Every time. It's hilarious. I wish my fucking dog would shut up, man. God, I hope you guys can't hear that. It's doing my fucking head in. For real. Anyway, you guys, I guarantee you guys can't hear it, and you're just like, God, he's so mean to his dog. It's not even doing anything. Anyway, dude, the shit it made me think about was like, have I ever had to escape shit? I'm always escaping shit in my dreams. I have nightmares regularly. I wouldn't call them night terrors. I don't think I scream or anything in my sleep. Yeah, so I always have these really scary dreams, super fucking scary dreams, and I'm always running from shit, man. Always. And that's what a horror movie is your protagonist running from the antagonist. Sometimes they get away, sometimes they don't. I like both. I like when they get away because you're like, oh shit, sequel coming. But they don't have to get away for a sequel, I guess. As long as if Freddy Krueger's still alive, then sequels are happening. Doesn't matter. He can kill everybody. So I don't know. I like both. I like it when they get away. It's predictable. In a way, it's predictable. But it's always good for one of them to get away with, like, all their friends are dead and their family and they've got nothing. It's like, why did you even want to survive? That type of shit's kind of dope. And then when they don't get away is equally as dope. It's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's unbeatable. I like that. So yeah, I just caught a real good glimpse of myself in the screen here, and I look crazy. But yeah, I don't know. There's, like I just said, with a group in a movie, it's like there's like this group survival mentality where they've got this shared objective of getting away from this bad thing, this murderer or this demon or whatever. And in this, they don't really have that because no one even believes Sienna. So it's like her against the world, which is pretty cool, I guess. It's just something different, man. Instead of like, let's work together and all die, it's like this bitch is like, you guys think I'm crazy, but look who's crazy now. Look at you with your fucking intestines hanging out, calling me crazy. And that's what they should go for at the next angle is the person who's not being believed, the protagonist who's not being believed needs to be like, fuck you then. Oh, look, now you're dead, bitch. Now I'm running from this motherfucker, but I'm kind of on his side because you're a fuckhead because you didn't believe this was happening. Why would I lie about this? That's what I want to see. I want to see a protagonist that switches sides. That's what I want to see. Hell yeah, dude. That'd be fire. I don't know, man. Like I said at the top of this episode, they didn't give any fucks about this. They didn't care. They didn't care what you thought. Well, like I'm sure they wanted it to be a good movie, but if you're like a woke pussy bitch that's like scared of like just life and not even scary movies, just scared of like, Yeah, walking around all day just like, oh, what if he calls me she, but I'm a he sometimes, but I'm gender fluid, so I was a he yesterday, but I'm a she today, and he called me a he today. Bah! They don't care about you, dude. They care about motherfuckers like me out there wanting have a good time, dude. Oh, yeah, I've made a few mistakes, but I want to see some motherfuckers get cut up. You know? That's what motherfuckers are like sometimes. That's what that dude on Twitter was like, oh, this sex scene's unnecessary. That motherfucker walks into a grocery store, he's like, oh, I'm scared. Oh, there's too many people around. That type of shit. Oh, I've got social anxiety. You're a fucking pussy, bro. Why don't you watch the Terrifier? Tell me what's unnecessary. There's a bitch that masturbates with a shard of glass, dude. Talk about necessary. It's a fucking movie. Oh, that wouldn't even happen. No shit, dude. It's a fucking movie, bro. Fucking pussy. We've had enough, bro. We've had enough. We just want a good movie. And this is a good one, man. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 out of motherfucking 10. And yes, there's... yes, there's exactly 0 black people in this movie. Actually, there's a black cop. There is a black cop at the very start, and he gets his head chopped off, and that's you know, that's what happens, man. He's not the first death though, so I can't complain. But there's no black people in this movie, and so fucking what, bro? Sometimes the most white people shit is there being a killer clown on the loose. So like, just let it be white people shit. I'm not going to get mad at it. I'm not going to fucking hashtag Black Lives Matter all over this movie, dude. Dude, I'm in whiteface right now. Look at me. I look fucking crazy. But I'm in whiteface because I believe in equality. And, you know, I'm just respecting half of my ancestry. Think about that. Dude, I was at the costume shop getting all this shit, and there was black body paint, and literally on the packaging of this shit was a dude in blackface, and it was the least problematic shit I've ever seen. I was not worried about this shit at all. I didn't want to call the company and be like, oh, there's a scary picture on your fucking packaging of a white guy with a black face, and it's making me cry. I laughed out loud at it, and I kept it moving like a fucking adult. Is that okay? Fuck you if you don't like having fun, man. I'm going to a Halloween party tomorrow dressed like this, and I am, gonna be in whiteface for it. Who gives a fuck, dude? Call the cops. Guarantee. If it's a black cop, I'm gonna have to kill him. I'm just gonna take that back straight away. I wasn't threatening to kill a cop. Okay. I hope, if there's a noise complaint, I hope the cops come. Good for them, dude. Last time I went to this dude's Halloween party, the cops did come. And I answered the door, not knowing it was the cops. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm at a Halloween party. You're the scariest thing I've seen yet. And cops laughed. So all's well that ends okay. All right. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves. Tell a friend about the Welcome to the Poddy Podcast. And as always, bung bung, you spooky bitches.